So, so it's, we say question number 4 from exercise 4A. Simplify each of the following, leaving your answer in index notation where appropriate. So I'm going to start working this out. Answer number 4A. Part A says 14 raised to the power 13 divided by 7 to the power 13. Are the bases same or are they different?
Different.
The bases are different.
Different.
Are the powers same or different?
Same.
What you can do is you can divide the bases, multiply the bases, whatever is the question, and put out a common power. 7 one time, then 7 two times. Your final answer is going to be 2 raised to the power 13. Yes or no?
13.
So one of you was
Yes,
saying
sir.
we've done this part. Have we done all parts of this question?
No, sir, we have done A and B.
Okay, part B is done. So we start off with part C now. And part C is m upon 2 whole thing raised to the power 5. Now, this 5 is applied to the numerator as well and to the denominator as well. And 2 to the power 5 would mean 2 multiplied by itself 5 times. So I'll just write it down and we multiply 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, right? What is 2 into 2?
4.
And then 4 into 2,
8.
and then 8 into 2,
16.
and then 16
16.
into 2. That's going to be 32.
32.
My answer, final answer is m5, m raised to the power 5 over 32. Yes or no? Next
Yes,
is
sir.
part D.
Yes, sir.
It says 3 over n square whole cube. So this 3, the whole cube, applies to both the numerator and the denominator. So it's 3 cube means 3 into 3 into 3
27.
over n. The power to n is 2. The whole power is 3. So we multiply the powers. That's going to be n to the power 6. Yes or no? It's going to be 27 over n to the power 6. Easy for all of you?
Yes.
Part E now. I'm going to solve part E right in front of part E. Can I say it is P24? And where did I get 24 from?
We multiply
6
5.
and 4.
And then
4
Q
and 6.
and Q to the power 6. What do you say? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next is part F. And part F is, can I write down, Asana, can I write down part F as minus x over y square to the power 4? This minus sign, you will always remember, the one that I'm highlighting right now, this minus sign will always travel with the numerator. It has to be attached to the numerator. Denominator में नहीं, numerator के साथ carry करोगे, okay? So can I say it is minus x
X4
whole
upon
thing
Y.
power
8.
4, very good, and y8. And then if the power is an even number, the answer is going to be a positive answer, x to the power 4 over y over 8, and that's very well said, Hassan. Thank you. Now, part 5a, question number 5a, h2k into h11k. So I can identify the bases. The bases are h and h. Then I have k and k, yes?
K.
Now, can I say h is actually 13 raised to the power 13? Yes or no? 2 plus 11.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then with k, it's going to be,
10.
when there's no power, there's always
10.
a power 1, and then 10. Perfect. Very good. Now we move on to part B. This minus m7 into n cube into 4m11 into n9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the bases only, m and m, and n and n. Now when you multiply the bases are same and are being multiplied, the powers are added. So my final answer is going to be, I'll write it down here, 5b. My final answer, I guess, would be m to the power 18, n to the power 12. Where do I put the negative sign? Do I put it or do I just let it go?
So you put it, I think.
Yes. Can I put it at the start?
Yes. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Next part C, 5C, it says 11 P6 into Q7. I'm going to highlight the bases. P and P are bases. Q and Q are bases. Yes or no? So it's
Yes,
going to
sir.
be 11 into 2. Anybody? That's going to be 22.
22.
P to the power 9. and q to the power 17. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. You're correct.
Next is part D. Now, Fatma, it is your turn. You're going to help this out. Help me with this question. You're going to help me out with this question, and we're going to obviously then after Fatma, we'll have Abiha and Sabki turn. Yes, please. So, do you see a division sign in the middle? Fatma, say yes or no. Fatma, I can't hear you.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's going to be H9K6 divided by H5K4. Can I say when the bases are same and are be divided, the powers are subtracted? So it's going to be H4 and K square. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Part E, please. Yes, Hassan, it's your turn now. 15 divided by 3. Can you divide the numbers first?
Mm,
15 divided by 3 is 5. Yes or no?
yes.
And then M, it's M raised to power 8 divided by M raised to power 2. That's going to be M
5
raised to power 6.
M6
And
7 minus 2 is
7
5.
minus, no, 7 minus 1, right?
7 minus 1.
That's
Yes.
going to be 6. 5
6.
M6 N6. Now all of you, can you tell me if this is 5 Mn whole power 6?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now
Yes,
part
sir.
F.
Yes.
Can I write part F as this? It's going to be 10x5 y6 over minus 2xy cube. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now can I cancel
Yes,
out the
sir.
negative
Yes, sir.
signs and then 2 one time, then 2
Yes.
5 times,
5 times.
and then this is
Then
x1.
6.
We are not 6 but 4. Why? Because they've been divided, right? It's going to be
Okay, sir.
x5 minus 1 and y6 minus 3. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So all of
Yes,
this is gone,
sir.
all of this is gone, taken upstairs, right? To the numerator. So it's going to be x to the power 4 and y cube. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now we'll move on to question number 6. Let's do question number 6 in front of the questions. It's 8 square whole cube times a to the power 5. Can I say it is a6 into a5?
Yes, sir.
And the
Yes,
final
sir.
answer is raised to the power 11. Good.
11.
Now then we have b21 multiplied by b20. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And when the
Yes.
bases are
B41.
very good.
B41.
Now can I say this is c30 divided by minus c square? Yes or no? Can I write it down this way?
Yes, sir.
Now the
Yes,
minus
sir.
sign stays. The minus sign stays. Can I say c is 28? And how come am I getting 28?
Sir,
Because
because we
we
are
have
minusing the powers.
Very good. Next is part D. So I'm going to just a minute. Erase this, then start. Yes, please. So it's going to be minus 3 over 2. That is one thing for sure. And then we have no. Relax. Yes, please. So I'm going to write it down this way: minus 3d cube whole square upon 2d whole thing cube. That's going to be 9d6 upon 8d cube. Am I correct, Myra?
Yes, sir.
So you see minus 3 into minus 3 is going to give you a plus 9, and then d3 multiplied by 2 is 6, and then 2 cube is actually 8 and d cube. Yes or no, son? You will not make this mistake in
Yes,
your
sir.
test paper, okay? So d, this is minus 3, and then we have 9d cube
Sir,
over 8.
how is it going to be 3D6?
3d, where is 3d? There is no 3d. Padma, go ahead, come again.
Sir, I'm saying that you wrote minus 3D with the power of
I
3
was just
and
copying the question
above
down.
that.
Look at this. This
Yeah.
is just a question and I wrote it down. Actually, I'll do this part again. Okay. So it's going to be, I wrote down minus 3d raised to the power 3 whole squared divided by 2d whole thing cubed. Yes or no? Then we have minus
Yes.
3 whole square, which is minus 3 into minus 3, which is plus 9. and then D, 3 multiplied by 2 is going to give you 6 over 2 cube is 8 and D cube. Yes or no, Fatma?
Yes, sir.
Now you cut this down, you take 3 away, that's going to be 9 D cube over 8. Yes or no? 9.
Yes.
That's going to be my final answer.
Sir,
Yes, Hassan?
Okay, sir.
I don't think I understand. How did you get 8? D.
Hassan, you see this? I'll zoom in for you. You see this cube, this number 3, this raised to power 3, this power 3 is applied to both 2 and to D, right? So if it is 2D inside a bracket, it has to be 2 raised to the power 3, which actually means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which is actually 8.
Oh. So you
Understood?
don't multiply 3 by 2. You just do
No,
that.
no, this is Hassan. What is the power of 2?
It's 1.
You cannot multiply a base with a power. You'll have to multiply power multiplied by power. So that's going to be 1 into 3. That's 3. 2 raised to the power 3 is going to be 8. You don't multiply the bases with the powers. Or do you?
You don't.
You don't, right? Then you multiply the powers, then you evaluate. Now,
Yes.
Hassan is going to do part E with us. Can I say it is E15
Yes.
divided by E8? Do I put down the negative sign or do I not put down the negative sign? Abia, all of you?
Yes. No, sir, we cannot because minus minus plus.
And because the power is an even number, and if the power is an even number, the answer would always be a positive answer. Okay,
Okay, sir.
that's going to be E15 minus 8. Can I
E
say
raised to the
it's
power 7.
7? Next is 4 cube is 64 F18 divided by. Now you see, Myra, do you see that the power is an odd number, right?
Positive
It's an
or
odd number, so it's going to be
Negative.
minus 8
minus.
f to the
Minus
power
8.
9.
Yes, sir.
Now 64
Yes.
over minus 8. Can I write it down this way, all of you? As a
Yes, sir.
fraction. I will write it down as a fraction. This will be minus 8 f9 and 8 one times and 8 times. Yes or no?
Yes.
8
Yes, sir.
8 times is
Sir,
going to be
and
64 and f9 cancelled out and minus 9. So it's going to be 8 f9 and you put a minus sign. Yes or no? Minus 8
Yes, sir.
f9 should be the answer. Sorry, my mistake. It's minus 8 f9. Yes or no, all of you?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We move on to question number 8. Question number 7 was done by you guys. Please keep sending me your pictures for your work. Question number 8a. It is 2a square upon b. So I'm going to write down the question again. Multiplied by, you see this square, the square on top of the second bracket is to be applied to the numerator as well as the denominator. So it's going to be a square over b to the power 4. Do you guys understand this? The power
Yes.
has to be applied
Yes.
both to the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so can I now ask you guys to multiply the numerators for me, please? Numerators only. So it's going to be
The
2 into
2A4.
2a4 over b to the power 5.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's going to be my
Yes.
answer, part B. So now it's c cube. Can I say it is c cube upon d6? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Multiplied
Yes,
by
sir.
c6
Yes.
upon, you see this square?
2D
No, this square has to be
4D
applied to 2
square.
as well. So it's going to be 2 square 4 and then d square.
4D.
Now can you
Yes,
multiply the
sir.
numerators for me, please? Just the numerators.
C 9.
C9
C9
over
and
9.
4D8.
4d. Very good.
4D.
4D8.
Next is part C. So you see this 4 that's on top of the question. This 4 applies to every term inside the bracket. So it's going to be 3 to the power 4. Anybody who knows what 3 to the power 4 is? 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, that's going to be 81. That's one thing that you will learn right now. 3 to the power 4 would be 81 because you won't be allowed calculators in the test. 3 to the power 4 is going to be 81. You're going to remember it forever, okay? So that's going to be 81. E12 over F8, yes or no? Divided by
Yes.
Yes, sir.
27 e to the power 9 over f to the power 11. Now, when I change the division sign into a multiplication sign, the following fraction, the next fraction, the fraction after the division sign is flipped, is reciprocated. Is f raised to the power 11 becomes the numerator, 27 e to the power 9 becomes the denominator. And now, can you simplify the denominators and numerators for me? What I'm going to do is you're going to look closely, observe and learn. मैंने क्या किया है मैं पूछूंगा, but you will observe and learn and tell me the answer. What did I do here?
Sir, you have
Sir,
Shifted minus 8 to
reciprocated
F11.
11.
And what now?
Sir, we
It was a plus sign, you have changed into
cancel
minus 9.
e with the power 9.
Now, anybody who could tell me 9 how many times is going to be 27?
3 times.
And 9
9.
and then 3 one times. And 3 how many times is 9?
3.
So
3
I
times.
want you all to read out the numerator only. So it's going to be 3, the number is 3. What is e raised to the power? E is raised to the power 3. What do you say? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
f is also raised to
Sir.
the power 3 over
Yes.
nothing, sir. Over 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Because everything from
Yes,
the
sir.
denominator has been cancelled out. Now, can I say E and F have a common power?
Yes, it
Yes.
can.
Can I say it's
Yes,
3
sir.
bracket EF raised to the power 3? I can write it down this way, yes or no?
Yes, sir, you can.
Good. Now I'm on to part D, and part D is G12. What do you say?
Yes, sir.
Over
Yes.
H18
Yes, sir.
divided by negative 27 or positive 27. That is what you're going to tell me.
Negative.
Positive
Negative.
27.
Very good. Why negative? Rakesh?
Negative.
Sir, because the power is odd.
Odd. Do you understand this? अब ये याद रखोगे कि if the power is odd,
जी, sir.
the negative sign is retained. Yes or no? I will give you a
Okay,
whole
sir.
logic of all of this after I'm done with this question. Now it's going to be g raised to the power 12 over h to the power 18 multiplied by 2h square over negative 27 g15. Yes or no? The following fraction is reciprocated. Then I'm going to cancel out something. You're going to observe and learn. Tell me what is happening. Can I do this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can I
Yes,
cancel
sir.
these two out as well?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So what did
Yes,
you
sir.
notice? So I noticed, sir, that your
When the
teacher,
variables are we
when
can
the variables are, when the bases are same and are being divided, powers are subtracted, but what your teacher is doing is he's moving only the smaller powers. So let's compare the powers for g. In the numerator, I have g raised to the power 12. In the denominator, I have g raised to the power 15. The smaller power is g raised to the power 12. I'm going to move that to either the denominator or the numerator, whichever is the case. Do you understand this? So that your answers are always in positive indices, right? Now, what is
Yes,
left
sir.
in the numerator?
2.
Just 2, right? And then in the
Yeah.
denominator, minus 27,
Minus 27. G.
H16,
Three.
and GQ.
And G3.
G3.
T3, right?
You.
G raised to power 3. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ideally,
Yes, sir.
I would want you to carry the negative sign either in the middle of the fraction or with the numerator, okay? This is an
Yes.
ideal situation.
सर पर ये माइनस में आंसर आ सकता है
आ सकता है माइनस नेगेटिव फ्रैक्शंस तो होते ही है ना